I found 6 high-paying certifications that can actually help you land a remote job right now. And the best part is that most of them are very affordable, some are almost free, and you can finish a few of them in just a couple weeks. These certifications can change that by helping you build real, useful skills that companies are already hiring for. I've got a mix of different career paths in this list, so whether you're more creative, more tech-focused, or more business-minded, there's going to be something here for you. So let's go through them one by one, and I'll show you which ones are actually worth your time. If you're trying to get your first remote job, the biggest problem usually isn't knowledge, but it's the experience. But the annoying part becomes that if no one hires you, how are you supposed to get experience in the first place? And that's where beginner certifications help a lot. Right now, thousands of people are applying to remote jobs every single day, and most of them are sending the same type of resume to companies, showing no proof of skills, and if they can actually do the work. So companies skip them and move on to someone who already looks job ready. When you complete a certification, especially a practical one, you instantly look different from others who applied. You're not just saying you want a remote job. You're showing that you learned the tools and understand how the work is done. And that alone puts you ahead of a lot of other applicants. One of the best places to start right now is the Google Data Analytics certification from Google. This one is very beginner friendly and honestly, one of the most useful right now because almost every company today uses data. They track sales, customers, website traffic, marketing results, and basically everything runs on numbers. But most business owners don't have time to organize all that information, and they don't have time to read spreadsheets or figure out what the numbers mean. So they hire people who can do that for them. And that's exactly what you learn here. You learn spreadsheets, dashboards, and how to turn messy numbers into simple reports that actually make sense, and it's nothing too complicated at the start. It is very step-by-step and made especially for beginners. While you're learning, you also build small projects and case studies. So when you apply to jobs, you can actually show your work, which is very important because now you don't look like someone with zero experience. You look like someone who already knows how to use the tools. Entry-level remote data roles usually pay around $50,000 to $70,000 a year in the beginning. And the good thing is, some junior analyst roles go even higher once you gain a bit of experience. And because everything is done on a computer, many of these roles are fully remote. Some people even start with freelance data work, where small businesses always need help organizing data, creating reports, or understanding their numbers. So this skill can turn into income faster than people expect. Also to mention, I have shared all the links to these certifications in the description below, so you can check them along with me. But if data doesn't sound interesting to you, then it's fine. There's also another beginner certification that leads into remote tech jobs, which is Google IT Support certification. And it's another strong starting point. When people work from home, problems happen daily, like passwords stop working, software crashes, files don't sync, systems break, and companies need someone who can fix those issues quickly. That's why remote IT support roles are always hiring. This certification teaches you troubleshooting, basic networking systems, and how computers and company tools actually work. It's not heavy coding or anything too advanced. It's practical skills that companies need every single day. And again, while you're learning, you understand real systems companies use. So when you apply, you don't look like a beginner with zero knowledge, but you look like someone who can actually help a team. Entry-level remote IT support jobs usually start around anywhere from $45,000 to $65,000 a year. And some go higher depending on the company and hours, and once you get experience, you can move into cloud, cybersecurity, or system admin roles that pay much more. A lot of people use IT support as their first step into tech because it opens many doors later. It's one of those skills that is always needed and always in demand. So instead of waiting months and months hoping someone gives you a chance, you're building skills that companies are already hiring for. And once you have even one of these certifications, applying to remote jobs becomes much easier because you actually have something to show. So if your goal is to get into remote work as quickly as possible, these beginner certifications are some of the smartest places to start from because they don't take years, they don't require a degree, and they can realistically make you earn your first $50,000 to $70,000 from a remote job. But once you have those basic skills and want to move into higher paying remote roles, the next level of certifications can open the door to much bigger income. These next certifications are for people who don't just want a remote job, but a remote career that actually pays well. And at the start, most people just want something remote so they can work and earn from home. But after a while, you start thinking bigger. You want something stable, something that pays properly, and something that can grow over time. That's where mid-level skills come in. These are the kinds of skills companies actually depend on. And when your work helps a company make money, keep customers happy, or run smoothly every day, they don't see you as an employee. They see you as an important go-to person person in the company, and your income usually goes up too. These next two certifications take a bit more effort than beginner ones. You won't finish them in a weekend, but once you understand them, they can open the door to some really solid remote income. Let's start with UX design. Every company today wants a strong online presence, and they want a good website, a clean app, and something that feels easy for customers to use. Because if a website feels confusing or looks old, people leave very quickly. And when people leave, companies lose customers and lose money. So businesses care a lot about how their websites and apps feel to use. They want everything to be simple, clear, and smooth. And they want customers to open their site and instantly understand what to do. That's exactly what UX designers help with. Basically, UX means user experience, and your job is to make websites and apps easy for people to use. You study what confuses users, what annoys them, and what makes things simple. Then you design better layouts so everything feels natural and clear. With a UX certification, you learn how to plan website layouts, design app screens, test ideas, and improve digital products step by step. And you also learn tools that companies already use every day, like design software and wireframing tools. The good thing about UX work is that it's all done on a computer. You don't need to be in an office, and companies don't really care where you live. They care if you can design something that makes their website or app better and helps them keep customers. That's why many UX roles are fully remote. And a beginner UX designer can start around $65,000 to $85,000 a year working remotely. And after gaining some experience and building a few strong projects, many start earning anywhere from $90,000 to $120,000 per year. Some designers even freelance and work with multiple companies at the same time, which can increase income even more. So instead of just doing small tasks, you're helping a company improve something that directly affects their customers and sales. And when your work affects money, companies are usually willing to pay you more. Now, if you're not really into design and you prefer something more technical and structured, then cloud computing is one of the strongest remote skills right now. Almost every company today stores everything online, like customer data, files, websites, apps, and all of it runs in the cloud. Instead of using computers in one office, companies run their systems online so teams can access them from anywhere in the world. But these systems don't manage themselves. Companies need people who understand how cloud systems work and people who can set them up, organize them, fix issues, and make sure everything runs smoothly every day. That's where cloud certifications, especially AWS Cloud certifications, become very valuable. When you learn cloud basics, you understand how companies store their data, run their websites, and manage their systems online. You learn how everything connects and how to keep it running properly. Because this work is done online, many cloud jobs are fully remote. So, companies don't need you in the office. They just need someone who understands their systems and can manage them properly. Talking about entry-level cloud roles, they often start around $70,000 to $90,000 a year. And with more experience and stronger certifications, many cloud professionals earn $100,000 to $130,000 or more, even while working remotely from home. Companies are willing to pay that much because if their cloud systems go down, their entire business can stop. And websites crash, data becomes inaccessible, customers get affected, so they need skilled people who understand these systems and can keep everything running safely. So when you learn cloud skills, you're not just helping with small tasks anymore. You're helping run the core systems that businesses rely on every single day. And that's why these roles usually come with higher pay and long-term stability. These certifications take more effort than beginner ones, but the payoff is much bigger. Instead of just getting any remote job, you're building skills that can realistically take you into a strong, high-income remote career. And if your goal is to eventually reach six-figure remote income or move into even more specialized roles, then the next group of certifications is where companies are willing to pay a premium for real expertise. By the way, I have shared all the links to these certifications down below in the description, so you can check them along with me. These next certifications are for people who want the highest paying remote roles and are ready to learn more advanced skills. At this level, companies are not just hiring you to help with small tasks, but they are trusting you with important work, the work that affects their money, their team, and their security. And when a company trusts you with something important, they usually pay much more. These roles are where many people start crossing into six-figure income, even while working remotely from home. Let's start with project management, especially the PMP certification. Every company runs projects all the time, like they launch new products, build apps, run marketing campaigns, hire teams, and update systems. But when no one is organizing everything, projects quickly become messy, and deadlines get missed, teams get confused, money gets wasted, and work gets delayed. That's why companies hire project managers. A project manager is the person who keeps everything on track, and you make sure work is planned properly, deadlines are clear, and everyone knows what they are doing. You talk to teams, check progress, solve problems, and make sure the project actually gets finished. When a company has a big project worth thousands or even millions of dollars, they don't want it to fail. They want someone who knows how to manage everything smoothly. And that's why project management is such a high-value skill. The PMP certification is one of the most recognized project management certifications in the world. When companies see it on your resume, it tells them you understand how to plan projects, manage teams, and complete work properly. It builds a lot of trust very quickly. And many remote project managers earn around $90,000 to $120,000 a year. And experienced ones mostly make $130,000 to $150,000 or more. Some even work as freelance project managers and get paid per project, which can increase income further. The reason the pay is high is pretty simple. When a project fails, companies lose money, but when a project runs smoothly and finishes on time, companies earn more and grow faster. So if you can help them stay organized and avoid costly mistakes, they are usually willing to pay really well for that skill. A lot of project managers now work fully remote because teams are already online and everyone is using tools like Zoom, Slack, and project management software. So there is often no need to be in a physical office. As long as you can manage people and keep projects moving, you can do the job from anywhere. Now, the second high salary skill is cybersecurity. Today, almost every business is online. Companies store customer data, payment details, private files, and important information on the internet. But when all of that is online, it can also be attacked or stolen if not protected properly. If a company gets hacked, it can lose money, lose customer trust, and even face legal problems, and some companies lose millions of dollars from a single security issue. That's why businesses take security very seriously now. They are constantly hiring people who know how to protect their systems. That's where cybersecurity comes in. And with a cybersecurity certification, like the Google Cybersecurity Certificate, you learn how to spot risks, monitor systems, and protect company data. You learn how hackers try to break in and how to stop them before anything bad happens. And most importantly, you also learn how to keep systems safe and respond quickly if there is a problem. This type of work is extremely valuable because security problems are expensive. And when you help a company stay safe, you are protecting their money and reputation. And when your work protects something important, companies are usually willing to pay more. Even entry-level cybersecurity roles can start around $75,000 to $95,000 a year remotely. With more experience and stronger skills, earn $110,000 to $140,000 or more per year. Of course, these certifications do take more time and effort than beginner ones, and you will need to study more and practice more. But the reward can be much bigger. Instead of just earning enough to get by, you can move into high-income remote roles that are stable and respected. So if your goal is to reach six-figure remote income and build a long-term career, these are some of the strongest certifications you can work toward. If you watched until here, I know that you are serious about getting a certification and finding a real remote job. So I've put all the certifications in the description so you can check them and choose the one that fits you best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.